Welcome to Duskhaven Sleep Stories, a quiet place where the day gently fades and soft stories carry you into rest. Hello and welcome back. I'm so glad you're here with me tonight. Wherever you are right now, in your bed, on the sofa, wrapped in a blanket, let your shoulders drop. Let your jaws soften. Let your hands rest, heavy and still. Tonight, I'm going to tell you about someone named Anna and a quiet evening she spends in a small cabin high in the mountains, where the air is thin and clean, and the rain falls softly on a wooden roof. There is nowhere you need to be. There is nothing you need to do. The only task tonight is to listen and to let go. If your eyes haven't already closed, you can let them close now. Just breathe in slowly through your nose and let it out long and slow through your mouth. One more time. In and out. Good. Now, let your mind drift up. Up. Above the rooftops of your town. Above the clouds. Until we find a quiet mountain where a small cabin is waiting and someone is walking toward it. Let's follow her there now. A narrow dirt road winds upward through a forest of tall pine trees. The trees are old and dark, their branches heavy with rain, and a soft mist hangs between them like breath on a cold morning. The rain has been falling all afternoon. Not a harsh rain, a slow, steady, patient rain. The kind that seems to have all the time in the world. It taps on the leaves above her, 1,000 small fingers drumming a gentle rhythm. Tap, tap, tap. Anna walks slowly along the path. her boots sinking slightly into the damp moss that covers the ground. The air smells the way mountain air does after rain. Clean and green, and a little like crushed pine needles. Cold, but not unkind. The kind of cold that makes a warm room feel like a gift. At the end of the road, tucked between two old cedar trees, sits a small wooden cabin. Its roof is steep, shedding the rain in long silver ribbons that pool at the corners and drip, slow and even, into the soft earth below. A thin curl of smoke rises from its stone chimney, bending sideways in the wind before dissolving into the gray evening sky. Anna climbs the 3 wooden steps to the porch, each one creaking softly under her weight, worn smooth by years of feet just like hers. Above her, the porch roof keeps the rain at bay, though she can still hear it, louder now, drumming steadily just beyond the edge of shelter. She pushes open the heavy door, and warmth rolls out to meet her like an old friend. Inside, the cabin is small and perfect. A fire is already crackling in the stone hearth, orange light flickering against log walls that have turned a deep honey brown with age. The logs in the fire shift and settle now and then, sending up a small shower of sparks that drift upward and disappear. There's a single window across from the fireplace, its glass fogged faintly at the edges, rain tracing slow rivers down the outside. Beyond it, Anna can just make out the dark shapes of pine trees swaying gently. And far below, the soft glow of valley lights, blurred by the falling rain into a wash of amber and gold. She takes off her damp coat and hangs it by the door. She feels the floorboards beneath her feet, old wood, slightly uneven, but warm from the fire's heat. A thick wool rug lies in front of the hearth, deep red and soft, and she finds herself drawn toward it without even deciding to walk. There's a kettle already humming gently on a small stove in the corner, and the smell of something warm, cinnamon maybe, or cloves, drifts through the room. She doesn't remember putting it there. It doesn't matter. Some things, in dreams and in mountain caverns, simply arrive when they're needed. For a moment, Anna simply stands in the doorway, between the cold outside and the warmth inside, feeling both at once, the chills still clinging to her skin, and the heat already beginning to wrap around her, slow and golden, like honey poured into tea. And then she steps fully inside and closes the door behind her. The latch clicks softly. The rain outside grows muffled, distant, a steady hush against the wooden walls. She is safe. She is warm. She is exactly where she needs to be. Anna walks slowly across the room, the floorboards sighing quietly beneath each step, and lowers herself into a deep armchair facing the fire. It's old leather, cracked softly at the arms. The kind of chair that seems to have been waiting just for her. Shaped over years to hold exactly her size and weight. She sinks into it. Her whole body sinks into it. The fire is close enough now that she can feel its warmth on her face, her hands, the front of her legs. It pops softly, a small, comforting sound, almost like a sigh. The light it throws moves gently across the walls. Soft amber shapes, rising and falling, rising and falling. Outside, the rain keeps falling. She can hear it on the roof just above her. A steady, even patter, neither rushing nor slowing, simply continuing the way rain does when it has nowhere else to be either. Every few moments, a heavier drop falls from the eaves outside the window, plip, and rolls down the glass. Anna lets her eyes half close, watching the fire without really watching it. Her eyelids feel heavier here than they did outside. Heavier than they did this morning. Heavier than they've felt in a long time. There's a low wooden table beside the chair, and on it, a cup of tea that was somehow waiting for her. She wraps both hands around it, feeling the warmth seep into her palms, into her fingers, all the way up into her wrists. She doesn't even need to drink it. Just holding it is enough. Just feeling its warmth against her cold hands is enough. A soft blanket is draped over the back of the chair. Thick, knitted, the color of moss and cream. She pulls it down over her knees, over her shoulders, tucking it in at her sides the way someone might tuck a child into bed. It smells faintly of cedar and wood smoke. Above the fireplace, a clock ticks quietly. Tick, tick, tick. Slow, unhurried, patient, keeping time with nothing but itself. The rain shifts slightly outside. A gust of wind passes through the trees, and she hears it arrive before she feels it. A soft rush through the pine branches outside. Building, then fading, then settling back into its steady rhythm against the roof. Rain, wind, fire, quiet. Anna notices now how heavy her body has become in this chair. Her arms rest loose against the soft fabric. Her legs feel warm and still beneath the blanket. Even her breathing has slowed, matching itself almost without her noticing to the steady rhythm of the rain. In for 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, and out. In and out. There is nothing for her to solve here. Nothing to remember. Nothing to plan. Just the fire. Just the rain. Just the slow, soft weight of her own body sinking deeper into this chair, this blanket, this warm and quiet room. After a while, she's not sure how long. Time moves differently in a cabin like this. Anna rises slowly from the chair, the blanket falling loose around her shoulders, and walks to the window. The glass is cool beneath her fingertips. Outside, the world has gone soft and silver. Rain falls in long, steady lines, lit faintly by the cabin's warm light spilling out onto the porch. Beyond the porch, the pine trees stand like quiet sentries, their needles dark and glistening, bending now and then under the weight of the falling water. Far below, the valley spreads out into the night. Scattered lights from distant farmhouses, blurred and softened by the rain into small golden smudges, like stars that fell and landed gently in the grass. A single road winds through the valley floor, empty at this hour, its surface shining faintly under clouds that hide whatever moon might be above them tonight. Anna watches the rain for a long moment. It falls and falls, endlessly patient. Each drop finding its way down through the dark air to the wet earth below, to the rooftops, to the leaves, to the long grass bending gently in the cool mountain wind. There's something deeply peaceful about watching rain from somewhere warm and dry, somewhere safe. She doesn't have to be out in it. She doesn't have to hurry anywhere. She can simply stand here, wrapped in her blanket, and watch the whole mountain being washed clean, drop by drop, while she stays exactly where she is. A low rumble of thunder rolls somewhere far in the distance. Not sharp, not startling, just a deep, soft murmur, like the mountain clearing its throat. It rolls on, fading slowly into the hills. And then the rain continues exactly as it was. Steady, unbroken, calm. She presses her palm flat against the cool glass for a moment, feeling the contrast. Cool glass beneath her hand, warm room at her back. And then she turns and walks back toward the fire, her bare feet quiet against the wooden floor. Anna notices, as she walks, just how tired her body has become. Her legs feel slow and heavy, the good kind of heavy, like they're sinking gently into the floor with every step. Her eyelids, too, feel thick and slow to lift, as though they, like the rain outside, simply want to settle and stay. She lowers herself back into the chair. The fire has burned down a little now, glowing deep orange and red. Less flame, more soft. Steady warmth, embers breathing quietly to themselves. She pulls the blanket back up over her knees, over her shoulders. She feels the weight of it settle over her again. Warm and familiar, like it had been waiting right there for her return. The rain outside hasn't changed at all. Still falling, still steady, still patient. It will fall like this all through the night, long after Anna has closed her eyes, long after the fire has gone to embers, long after the whole cabin has settled into silence. And that's all right. The rain doesn't need anyone to listen to it. It will simply keep falling, soft and constant, like a lullaby that doesn't need an audience. But she can listen anyway, for as long as she'd like, or for as little. Anna's body is sinking now, deeper into the chair, deeper into the blanket, deeper into the warm, golden quiet of this small room on the side of a mountain. The fire crackles softly, low and slow, embers shifting now and then with a gentle hiss. The rain continues, steady, endless, patient, on the roof, on the porch, on the dark pine branches outside the fogged window. Somewhere in the walls, the old cabin settles, the way old wooden buildings do. A soft creak, a quiet groan, the sound of something simply resting after a long day. Her breathing slows further. In, slow, and out, slower still. Her shoulders, which she didn't even realize were holding tension, knelt down and back into the chair. Her hands, wrapped loosely now, rest open in her lap, fingers soft, unclenched, still. Her jaw is loose. Her forehead is smooth and calm. There is nowhere for her to be. Nothing to do. Only this fire. Only this rain. Only this warm, slow, settling quiet. If her thoughts drift, that's all right. She lets them drift the way the smoke drifts up from the chimney outside, rising gently, bending in the wind, disappearing without effort into the dark sky above the mountain. She doesn't need to follow any thought. She doesn't need to hold onto any thought. She simply lets each one rise and drift and disappear the way the rain disappears into the soft earth below the cavern. The mountain is dark now outside. The valley lights soft smudges of gold far below. The whole world wrapped in steady, gentle rain. And inside, by the fire, wrapped in warmth, Anna's body grows heavier and heavier and heavier still. sinking into the chair, sinking into the blanket, sinking into a deep and easy rest. The clock above the fireplace ticks on, slow and even. Tick, tick, tick. The rain falls on, soft, steady, endless. And she rests here, safe, warm, held by this small cabin on the mountainside for as long as she needs. There's nothing more you need to hear tonight. Just the rain on the roof, on the trees, on the quiet mountain outside. Just the fire, glowing low and warm and slow. Just your breath, rising and falling, rising and falling. Like Anna, you can let go now of today, of tomorrow, of everything but this warm, quiet, rain-soft moment. Sleep well. I'll be here, by the fire, whenever you need to come back. Good night.